Imagine setting a boundary with your partner. So this isn't a mother-in-law story, but it's still a really good question. So you set this clear boundary with your partner and they just trample all over it. They continuously violate it. And when you try to mind it and really hold the line, you're kind of made to feel stupid and dismissed. And then when you start really getting into it, you guys start fighting about it. It gets so intense that you actually have to take a break from the fight just to cool down and just kind of like, get your footing again. But then when you step away, you're made to feel bad. Like guilt trips are laid on you. Like, why would you need to take a break from me? So you're stuck in this cycle of loving someone so much, wanting to create this life with this person, but yet being very confused because you're not really seen. You don't really feel seen or honored in this relationship. So you're kind of confused and you're coming to our community wondering, has anyone else been in a situation like this? And what did you do? So she's really looking for insight. Her story or her question reminded me like way back in the day when my husband and I first got together. It was very clear that I'm an extrovert and he's an introvert, which means I take his energy and he needs to be away from me so he can recharge so I can take more energy. And so right away we started this thing where besides his workouts, he just needs 1 hour a day to just be away from us, like the family, to recharge. And then he shows up like a completely different person for us. Like he's an awesome husband, like a crazy good dad. But when he doesn't have that alone time, it's just not as great. So we've always tried to honor that, except for like on vacations and stuff, but we try to be creative even when we're on vacation. But we try to honor that because that's his need. But in the beginning of trying to figure that out, I wasn't great at it because I didn't understand like, well, I don't need that. I need to be with you. So why would you need to be away from me to feel better to be with me? Like I just didn't get it. So we struggled for a while until I think I read something on Facebook. This was like 18 years ago. And then I understood like, oh, introvert extrovert energy is actually a real thing. So once I understood it, it was, smooth sailing from there. But just imagine, and it makes me so sad to even think like this because this is how much I know he needs it. But just imagine if it never clicked for me and I never saw his need as important, even though I don't need it, and I never respected it. I always let the kids interrupt him. I always thought it was so stupid. Maybe I would make passive-aggressive comments like, yeah, go play your little game, like how pathetic, just because maybe I resented the fact that he needed to be away from me. Just imagine how much resentment would accumulate over the years. Like there'd be no trust between us. Like, no, I'm not out betraying him, but I'm betraying him by not like seeing him for another person, seeing him like for what he needs and actually respecting, what he's telling me. Like, I need this. Like, he wouldn't see me as a caring person. Like, it would be a disaster. Like, our relationship today would be nothing like it is if I would have never understood, like, he needs this and we set this boundary. So if we were like ever going down that path, what I would hope, because I could just imagine the fights that we would have. I would just imagine the disconnect we would feel. I would hope that one of us would have the wherewithal to say, we're having a communication breakdown. Like, you're not understanding me. You're not understanding my needs. Like, we need to go talk to somebody about this that can decipher this. Like, maybe help you see me as like my own person, help you understand that even though you don't get it, you can still respect it. And how do you make space for like, me and everything I need to like be my best self in this relationship? I would hope one of us would say that to then get our relationship back on track, because truly you need to be, love isn't enough. You have to be in a relationship where both parties honor each other's needs. Like, that's how it works in order to have like a healthy, trusting, relationship that we all want. So I guess my personal advice and what I would do if I was in your situation, feeling like I truly love this person, I want to build a life with this person, but I'm feeling very confused because I don't feel seen or respected, I would say bring in a neutral third party, like a licensed therapist. Just have them try to help your partner see that even if he doesn't get it, and even if he thinks it's silly, how can he, how can like the therapist show him how to understand, how to make space, how to do all the things. I truly believe that would be the most powerful investment, especially if this is a newer relationship, but at any point, because yeah, if it's not going good with your most intimate relationship, like life just isn't as bright. So that's my thought, or those are my thoughts. What would you do?